All right, it's time for our first lesson of the new 9 weeks, and this week we are focusing on unity. Unity means you take different aspects of art and they work together to create a whole picture. So like a movie, poster, or an emblem or a logo. And speaking of emblems, this week's lesson, we are gonna make our very own superhero emblems. So here's an example of one. Did a shield, did the first letter of my first name, nice little lightning bolt. And if you have string at home, you can even make it wearable. So here I am, Captain Drake, reporting for duty. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Again, we're focusing on unity, and let's get started. All right, for today's assignment, you'll need a piece of paper and a pencil to start. Then you can color it in with whatever you have at home, whether that's colored pencils, crayons, markers. You need to decide what shape you want your superhero emblem or crest to be. So the most common ones are going to be circles, diamonds, or shields. So I'm going to do a circle. I'm going to draw it nice and big on my paper because you want it to be big and bold so that people can see it from a far distance. So I'm going to draw the circle and then we'll get started. All right, so I got my circle. I went ahead and did another circle on the inside so I could have a cool outline here. And again, we're focusing on unity, so we want anything that we choose to work well together. All right, if you want a perfect circle and you have something like a compass, compasses make circles by finding a center and rotating. You could also trace something like a plate or a large bottle, anything with a round bottom. Now, superhero logos usually have letters or symbols that represent the superhero. So we're gonna focus on a letter, and we're gonna pick the first letter of our name. So I'm gonna put a big N here for Mr. Northington. And 3D letters are often challenging for people, but usually you can just draw the letter normally, like I drew this N here. And then you can draw another smaller letter beneath it. And that'll help you make your letter. So if your name is Daniel, you can put a D, or if it's Juan, you can put a J. Now we have a nice N there. And we want to give it something on the background. That means behind the N. And this can be anything. Like in my example with the one of the shield, it was a lightning bolt. Just cool, a couple zigzag lines. You can really do anything you want. It is your emblem. I think I'm going to do some diagonal lines. And this will just be places I can put different colors. Gotta get myself a tripod so I can do these easier. But this is a cool looking logo, and now it's time to choose our colors. Now, you don't want to do too many colors because you want that unity. You want it to work well together. So I would say choose 3 to 4 colors that you want to use to color this in. I'm going to go over this with a nice black outline, and then we'll get started on our colors. Okay, so I just wanted to outline this in black so you can see it a little better. Again, we're just going with unity here, so nothing too busy. Again, you could do any background you want. I go back to the one with the lightning bolt. I also did one earlier for practice with a nice little star and a zigzag. This can be anything you want. It's your superhero crest, so go ahead and make it personable. I'm going to use these 3 colors, blue, pink, and a light purple. And I'm just going to color them so that they all kind of blend in nicely to create that unity. Okay, so we colored it in. The colors that I chose gave it some good unity, so try to keep to that 3 to 4 color range. You want things that are gonna work well together. And this is all you have to do, is just show that you made your own superhero emblem. But if you want to take it to the next level, we can cut this out and then get an adult to help you put 2 holes in the top. And then you can use some yarn or an old shoelace, any kind of string, and you can loop through the 2 holes and you can tie it in a knot so that you can wear it. So I'll show you what all that would look like. So if you cut it out, you can get some small holes. If you have a hole punch, you can use a hole punch. If not, you can use your scissors just to cut 2 small slits in the top. The reason you want to do 2 holes is because if you loop the yarn in, it'll make it a little stronger than just 1 hole tied through the middle. So loop your string or old shoelace, whatever you have laying around, through those 2, and you can wear it so that it stays on your chest like a real superhero. Again, this lesson was all about unity, putting elements of art together so that they work as one to create a cool piece of artwork.